up? I'll give the two people a chance to come in the room. Eating pudding. Today my mouth is a little bit sore, still swollen, but it feels a lot better. And I'm eating this, well, I'm really hungry, but I can't eat anything hard. So I'm eating this banana cream pudding. Yep, just wanted to hop on here. I'm gonna start hopping on here every day for a little while. I am hungry. Mm-mm. Mm. So, let's see. It's almost 4 o'clock here in Niagara Falls, and the weather is really dim and grim. It looks like it's gonna rain today. It's really dim. But today I'm feeling good. Like I said, I feel a lot better. I'm gonna have to get a stand to sit you guys down. Feel a lot better than yesterday. I actually was looking at some of the sutures in my mouth. They look nasty. Ooh. All that cutting and drilling they were doing and pulling. Oh. But yeah, today I'm just kind of chilling out. Just took a shower. My baby boy just got home from work. My significant other is still at work. And wanted to show you guys something. I am going to be making something for dinner today. It's going to be real quick, but these right here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hawaiian hamburger buns. I'm going to be making some smash burgers. Smash burgers only means that instead of the patty being real thick, you're going to smash them down real thin and fry them up real nice. And bag of potatoes right there, because I'm going to slice up and make some home fries. We got the New York Big and Juicy tomatoes. Yeah, and that's it, Season up the beef real good. I can't eat it. I'm hungry, but I'm going to have to find me something something a little bit softer to eat today. So, excuse me if it's super, super duper dark. I'm going to turn on the light in here, though. Let's see. Oh, hair is still wet. Let me see. This is our little coconut. Our little, I always say gecko. I know I'm saying it wrong. I think it's gecko, but here's our little gecko. I don't know if y'all can see him, but his name is Coconut. Say hi, Coconut. I don't know if y'all can see him. See her, rather. It's a girl. You can't get out. So, she is in there. It's pretty dark right now. Let me see if I could turn the light on. Where does this go? Okay, there it goes. A little bit of light. See her little habitat. Why is it dark on light on that one side? I don't know. I don't really know how to work this. My significant other do, but I don't. But that's Coconut, yeah. So, I had titled this live, Protect Your Peace, because, like I was saying yesterday, your peace is one of the utmost important things, that you have, right? That it's up there with knowledge, of things that people can't take from you, right? They always say that knowledge is something that no one can take from you. There used to be an old saying when I was growing up, and this is going to be telling my age, but they used to say that if you want to hide something from specifically a person of color, you hide it in a book, okay? That being referring to, colored people don't really read, right? So, knowledge is one of them things that nobody can ever take from you. Hi, Mindy. got my little coconut over here. Let's get another quick little glance at her. Don't you get out. You stay there. Say hi, coconut. No, stay back. So, yeah, so peace is one of them things, just hinging off of yesterday, what I was saying. Peace is one of them things that are extremely, extremely important, and you have to protect your peace at all cost. So if there's anything in your life that is toxic, that's taking you out of your element, that's taking peace away from you, you need to exit stage left, leave the situation immediately. In my nice old big age, okay, I refuse to have anyone control my peace, interrupt my peace. I will drop it in a minute with no question. Not bothered, not thinking about it, not second guessing it. If it is going to cost me my peace and the peace of my family, deuces, I'm done. Peace is so important. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is look at it as like a sacred building or a temple, and, like a sacred temple, it's a place that's holy. It's a place that is enclosed. It's a place that is super sacred, and that, certain things have to be performed before you enter into that place. And that's kind of how I look at peace, because peace happens, of course, in your mind, right? So, if you start letting people control your peace and get you out of character and stuff like that, congratulations, they have just rented space in your head. Hence, they're stealing your peace. You know what I'm saying? So, I just completely refuse to let anyone, or any situation for that matter, steal my peace. Especially if it's a situation that, hey, Ra, if it's a situation that is completely out of my control, gotta go. Okay. If it's a situation that's out of my control and I know that there's nothing I can do about it, then I'm not going to stress myself out about it. Okay. Now, if it's a situation where, you can pretty much control the narrative of it or the outcome of it for it to be a better outcome, then by all means, attempt it. But don't stress yourself out to the point where your peace is interrupted, for that thing. Okay. So, um, I learned that pretty early on in life, that we control our own narrative, we control our own peace, we control our own energy. Okay. And it's not an easy thing. It's almost like an art that you have to master, for real, for real. It's like, because it's so easy to just, spaz out. It's super easy to just spaz out, or it's super easy to think negative, right? It seems like it's a little bit more difficult to be peaceful, but when it comes to that negativity and that, I'll just let that know what it, when it comes to all of that, it's so much easier to go into that place. And it's just completely toxic, and it takes away from you, it eats away from you. So you'll never see me holding a grudge against anyone. You'll never hear me saying that I just, somebody in my family that I know I love, like my mother, for instance, or if my father was alive, you'll never hear me saying things like, oh, we fell out 5 years ago and I don't talk to them anymore, because, you know, I choose the narrative, okay? So I'm going to quickly pray about the situation. If you need forgiveness and you haven't apologized or you haven't come to terms with that, that's cool. But I'm not going to hold on to that. I'm going to pray about it, let it go, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And the more you practice it, obviously the easier it will become, right? Just like anything. But like I said, peace is so so very important. Okay, it actually and when your peace is interrupted, it actually can consume you. Okay, and there was a time where I was not as strong minded and I was letting other people steal my peace, and I would let it just ruin my entire day. My entire day would be ruined. Okay. Um, you know, for those who know me know that I was, married for quite some time, and when I tell you the control, I would get mad like that. My entire day would be ruined. And it's just that's ridiculous. If someone has that much power and control over you, where they can pretty much see that and then do something to trigger you and then control your entire day, that's bananas. Okay, that's real crazy. So you have to learn real quick, when it comes to especially dealing with people. I hear a lot of people say, oh, I hate people that are, you know I don't hate people. I love everybody. However, I don't fuck with everybody either, and I definitely keep my circle small. Typically, it is just me and my family. I have a lot of people that I am friendly with, right? I'm friendly with them, but I don't trust people like that, and I don't let a lot of people into my space. So that way, I won't be expecting anything from anyone. And when they don't fulfill what they have said or whatever, it's no skin off my back. I really won't, really won't bother me. I am not, mean and bitter toward anyone. I try to be, good and nice to everyone that I interact with, I come across, and um but I still don't really just let them in. People tend to kind of gravitate, or they tend to come to me for a reason, for some reason. Like I was saying yesterday, especially women, just I guess they feel comfortable or what have you. And I've always been the type. I'm always going to lend an ear. I talk a lot. I talk a whole lot. I know that. So I'm going to give advice too if I see fit. If I don't see the advice fit, I'm going to just sit and listen. A lot of people just want someone to sit and listen to them. I'll do that or whatever. And like I was saying yesterday, if someone feels led to just open up and talk to me, I'll lend them a listening ear. Now, I'm not going to be their dump truck. That's a difference, okay? You ain't going to always keep coming to me talking about, oh, girl, that. No. There's a big difference between someone just wanting a, unbiased opinion about a situation or something like that versus someone just dumping their toxic waste off on you. That's a whole nother you know, um, talking point and conversation for another day. But yeah, so um, I tend to most of my days I tend to be happier because of the principles that I stick to, even when I'm not feeling the best, right? Because we're not perfect. Life is not perfect. And if anyone has had any type of struggle with any type of mental health, depression and any of that, every now and then it tries to creep in, right? So saying that, one day is not going to be like the next. Some days I may feel, oh my God, whatever, whatever. But for the most part, it's easier for me to shake that off, you know, keep my mind positive, see the positive and the beauty of life and in my family. Just if I sit down and for a second and think, I may not have everything that I desire. Okay, there may be things that I have not accomplished that I would have liked to accomplish. However, I have a whole lot more than what some people have. I have a family that loves me and supports me. I have a job. you know what I'm saying, have an income, and I'm okay. I'm all right, you know, and for that, I bless and thank God for it because, like I said, some people don't have that. That's what we were talking about yesterday. Um, so yeah, I am starting a little project, and I'll keep y'all kind of posted on it and stuff like that. But I just kind of wanted to show y'all. I didn't even want to show y'all my desk because it's messy. Look at it. See my little cigarettes over there? Yeah, I smoke. But my little desk, this was my nail desk. It is totally completely messy. But what I did want to show you all is this. I don't know if where y'all live, Mindy and Rye, if y'all got like it's called Ollie's Outlet or something like that. But we have an Ollie's here. It's called Ollie's, and it's kind of like, I don't know, Ollie's stands kind of in a category by itself because it's not really like a Walmart, but then it's not like a TJ Maxx, it's not like a Target. I don't know, but they have some detergent, they have some household items and stuff like that. But anyway, and they have some really cool like books and little projects for children to do and stuff like that. And I picked this up actually for myself, and because it's something that I always wanted to do. It's called a vision board, and this is how it looks. Health and happiness vision board kit. Okay, and it was only $7.99. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know how it looks. I know the idea that I have in my mind. It says that it has 80 cards and a 48-page workbook. So I don't know. Kind of what I had in mind was kind of like a big, maybe a poster board paper or something like that. But I also just went out and got some cheap little glue sticks from the dollar store, and I grabbed like a bunch of magazines because in my mind, my idea of a vision board is something that I want to basically have manifested, short-term goals, things that I would like to see manifested in my life, right? In our life, right? So my thought was, you know, the Bible talks about writing the vision and making it plain, right? So that's kind of my idea of what a vision board is. So I am going to write the vision, okay? Things that I desire for me and my family, whether it be eating healthy food, whether it be, you know, maintain health, whether it be obtaining a new house, you know, whatever it may be, I'm going to put on that vision board, okay? So I can look at it every day, okay? Speak those things out loud that I have on there. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to set it up, but I'm gonna bring you guys with me when I do. I kind of have an idea in my mind, but I'm not exactly sure because I don't really want to do it like a bucket list per se, but I would like to have it dated so that way when things start to manifest, I can pretty much, you know, cross them off and say, you know, that goal or whatever was fulfilled, right? So I'm excited to open this up. I really am, and I'm gonna do it with my YouTube family, my small YouTube family that's here. Um, Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this particular live. Like I said, I used to do a lot of videos. They take time. I still want to do some videos though, because I really enjoyed the whole editing thing. You know, me and my better half sitting down, you know, editing videos. It's kind of fun. It's very time consuming, but it is fun also. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna do a lot of lives, but I'll stick some videos in there as well. Okay, and another thing that I picked up from Ollie's, which I thought was pretty cool, it kind of just took my mind back to school, and it was only $3.99. This is what I'm saying. They got some cool little stuff, but I don't know if you guys remember origami. Okay, it says dollar animal origami, and it was $3.99. Now, I love some freaking origami, in school. And I believe it may have originated in, I don't know if it was China, Japan, but from what I remember in school, I believe it was like an Asian thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really cool. So I'm actually do a video of that. I might do a pre-recorded video for me and the mister doing the origami. Maybe we'll make it out of a contest or something like that. Who knows? But I thought that was really cool. And inside they give you like there's some fake dollar bills. They give you a pack of fake dollar bills here. Then they give you the book. Uh-uh. Okay, and I guess it kind of shows you how to make them. So I'm excited for that. I'm like a little kid when it comes to certain stuff. With my big overgrown self, I'm still like a little freaking kid, when it comes to that type of stuff. And it's always fun to have fun, right? You know what I'm saying? Like spice it up, keep it creative instead of being boring and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about my future. I'm happy. I am blessed. Not perfect, but I am extremely blessed, and I thank God that I am. Okay, I thank God that I am. I think about it every day, and life can be so much worse. And I think about how far I have become, you know. Um, Sometimes if you sit back and think about all of the things that you want to do, right? Like if you're like a highly creative person, which I am, like I love, doing nursing. Then I love doing my nails. I love doing my lashes. I love doing my hair sometimes. I look kind of crazy now, just washed it. But there's so many different things that I love to do. And sometimes when you are a person like that, it can be a little bit difficult to kind of just hone it all in and focus on one thing. And it can become a little bit overwhelming. Therefore, you can kind of lose motivation with doing it. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's kind of like, how like, let's say your garage needs to be cleaned out. You've been basically just throwing stuff in there every month for the past 2 years. And one day you don't really plan your time out. You go into the garage to grab something, and you're like, you know what, I'm sick of this mess. This is crazy. And you feel like you can't take it no more. So you just start cleaning it up, and you forget that you really don't have the time. And you have other things that you already have scheduled for that day. So but you're so consumed with the thought of, I'm here now, let me get it done real quick. Not really being realistic, thinking this joker is about to take about 4 hours. Okay, so then you start there, then you run back to the house, and you're doing something in the house, and then next thing you know, you look up, 3 hours pass, you in over your head, and you like, oh my God, now you got like a bigger mess. So that's kind of like an analogy that I wanted to use, because sometimes I'm that way. Sometimes I kind of put myself into a funk, because it's like there's so many different things that I want to do. And if I'm not really hitting those key points and accomplishing them at that time, it can be a little bit disheartening, and it can kind of make me feel a little bit sad. But then I kind of snap out of it real quick, and I'm like, girl, like, um, so, and then sometimes being consistent and persistent, right? Sometimes that can be an issue, especially when you do have other things going in your life. You have children or whatever the case is, and it's not like it's just you and you have all the time on your hands. If you are the type of person where you're not as fortunate to not need to work, and you got to go to work and you got all this stuff going on. So yeah, that can be kind of become overwhelming. So that's where I get sometimes. And sometimes I have to kind of snap myself out of it and say, okay, pep talk myself. My mother used to always say, girl, if you talk to yourself, you crazy. No, if you answer yourself, you're actually crazy. And I used to just always laugh at her. But trust me, I'm not crazy, but I do pep talk myself sometimes. Like, girl, you know that you cannot get all that done. So be realistic and stick to, one thing or whatever. Um, so yeah, so when you have a very creative mind and you want to do a lot of things, just take, one day at a time. Take that one thing that you would really enjoy doing for that minute, break that down and start, you know. Jump into it. Also, another downfall, or I don't know if you want to say downfall, but another thing that can happen also is that you have all of these things that you want to do, and you're so overwhelmed that you start pretty much picking at each thing that you want to do, and then you never finish. You know what I'm saying? You have all of these unfinished products because you started so much at one time, and now it's like, once again, you're overwhelmed and you can't finish them. Okay. So, being motivated and excited to do different things, you still have to be organized and, do one thing at a time, because, it can really knock you down and have you pretty much procrastinating to finish one project. Okay. So, yeah. So that was really it. I'm getting ready to cook dinner. Let's see. Oh, Jesus, I'm blind without my glasses. Think it has to be. I don't know. Is it 4:30, y'all? I don't know. Oh, that's better. That's the only thing about having lashes, though. Yeah. Well, it's 4:15. Um, Here in my house, in our house, we don't eat dinner super late. We eat dinner. We try to eat dinner by, 6 o'clock. Kind of like old people. Old people eat kind of early, but I like to do that way. Like, for instance, I have to work at 7 in the morning, so I ain't gonna wait till no 8, 9 o'clock to, for people to eat and all that. We like to kind of eat dinner early. When my significant other gets off, he may or may not eat. It just depends on exactly what time he gets in. If it's too late, he may just kind of grab a small bite. If not, and he's hungry, he can eat. No big deal. But yeah, we try to have structure, which is extremely, extremely importante. Um, so yeah, that's really about it. I just wanted to hop on here for a little while. Looks like it's been about 28 minutes. I got bifocals, y'all. The bottom is for reading, and the top is for seeing, like, kind of far away. But that was a kind of a challenge because I'm like, bifocals. The bifocals back in the days, back in the 80s and 90s, or maybe just the 80s, I don't know. But they was like the big, thick Coca-Cola joints like this. So I've been fighting for a while, right? Um, Not getting bifocals, right? Um, the last time I got my eyes examined about 2 years ago, I was kind of sad because I'm getting kind of up in age. And the eye doctor told me that I had something called, like, old eyes, right? And I'm like, old eyes? Like, there's a name for it, obviously. And he's like, yeah, your vision has pretty much significantly changed, and it's something that's completely normal. As you get older, your eyes get older. It is what it is. So, which I had already started noticing that when I'm reading a text message on my phone, or I'm reading a book or something that has, fairly small print, I was noticing that it was becoming very blurry. So anyway, got the eyes checked, got the prescription. Now, I've always had slight, real slight vision problems, but nothing that, it wasn't substantial enough to change anything. But a couple of years ago when I went, so I was at the eye doctor told me, hey, maybe you should get a bifocal. And I'm thinking, the first thing I was thinking in my mind when they said bifocal, I was like, I'm not about to be wearing no thick Coca-Cola glasses. I ain't doing it. Ain't no way. Oh, well, I did. I spilled my pudding. I gotta get a napkin. Mm. So yeah, I was like, oh, I got some antibacterial wipes. So I was like, I need my stand to prop y'all up. But I was like, ain't no way in HE double hockey sticks am I about to be getting no freaking um no bifocals, right? I am not about to be looking like I'm looking at the bottom of a Coca-Cola, a old Coca-Cola bottle at that. So I didn't know with today's new technology, the bifocals are a little bit different. So I opted to get two pair of glasses, one for reading and one for distance. Well, that was a very bad idea. Very bad idea because, you know, with my occupation and how much I move around and how busy I am a lot, keeping up with two pair of glasses is freaking insane. So, one day, and the ones that I wore pretty much all the time for just regular seeing, those ones I happened to sit down somewhere, and by the next day they had disappeared. They were gone. And I was very upset because they were like, you know, a designer frame of glasses. I was pretty upset about that. So this time, let's see, maybe about a week and a half ago or something, um, I had went back to get my eyes re-examined. I brought my eye doctor these frames, and he was able to put in my prescription in them, right? And when I saw what kind of how the bifocals looked, I was like, okay, I think I can do that because it just has like that line right here. Hey, Tania, hi, honey. It just has like a line right here or whatever, and the bifocal is down there. Um, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, see the line? So I was like, okay. So I told my eye doctor this time, I said, you know what? Instead of me trying to be fancy and get two pair of glasses, you know, because my last pair that were designer, I lost them because I kept switching out. You know, I'm at work, I'm trying to read the charts or read whatever, and I gotta keep switching out. I said I left my other pair of glasses at work. Somebody either lifted them or I lost them or whatever the case is. So he was like, "Why don't you just get the lenses? You know, the two lenses in one. You know, the bifocal." And I was like, "Oh, okay." You know, but when he showed it to me and stuff, I was like, "Okay." You know what? I can really dig that. And this way, you know, I won't have to keep switching my glasses and stuff like that. So I guess the idea is most people, when you're reading something, you're pretty much looking down, pretty much halfway down, right? So that's where the reading part of the bifocal is down here. Um, yeah. And then the top half of the lens is just for seeing or whatever. And it's pretty cool. I've been digging it. I've been really digging it. Seriously. So yeah, that's my little glasses story. How you doing, Tania the sweetheart? Yeah, I was just sitting here, just chit chatting, running my mouth. I've decided to kind of get my channel back up and running. I've had a YouTube channel for quite a while. Is more like a couples channel, I guess you could say. Um, but you know, I have videos with me doing my hair, me doing my nails, me doing my lashes, and you know some other stuff. But I also have like couple pranks on there. We got some pranks and things like that too. So I've always loved YouTube. So I said I'm gonna get my little channel back up and running. Just gonna be doing like, you know, try to do a live video maybe every day. Um, if not every other day or whatever. Um, and sometimes I'm gonna still do it in video format. But the live is a lot easier. You don't have to edit a whole lot or what have you. So yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on here real quick and just kind of chop it up with my fam, with my fam bam, with my fam, with my fam bam. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And if you have, someone that you think would be interested in seeing this old lady right here, pass the word on, you know. And of course I would appreciate it if, you guys turn on your notifications and all that good stuff. You already know the spiel. But yeah, I'm getting ready to make the smash burgers for my family. I am so hungry. I would love to eat one of these freaking hamburgers, but I don't think my mouth is gonna allow me to. Those sutures that they put in, stitches rather, they're dissolvable. My gums are still really swollen too. So I guess they're gonna sit down and eat the nice juicy smash burgers, and I'm gonna just be sitting there like, I don't even know what I'm gonna eat, honestly. This pudding is literally the first thing I had to eat today because I don't know what to really eat. Like I had the mashed potatoes yesterday. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some ice cream, but see, that's kind of a little bit too fattening. I don't know. Um. Oh, did you? Yeah. It ain't no freaking joke, man. That's why I say, as much as I can't stand going to the dentist, just because it's traumatizing, right? Going to the dentist, like hearing the drill and, hearing, them doing all like that is so traumatizing to me. Um, but, however, your oral health is very important. It is. If you don't want to be running around here looking like yuck mouth, it's very important. I used to have a pretty nice set of teeth. Now they're all yellow from drinking coffee and smoking and stuff like that. But I used to have a nice set of jibs. But I made a little vow to myself that I'm going to make sure I continue to go to the dentist, keep my appointments and stuff like that. Oh, me too. Tania, I love to cook. Like I almost at one time opened a restaurant. Cooking is my thing. And I'm a pretty thick girl, so yeah. Yep, I love to eat as well. But I mostly, cook that stuff for my family now. I don't really indulge in it too much because I am getting older and my health does matter. I was diagnosed with having high blood pressure some years ago, and at first I was like, in denial. I was like, Dad, I'm about to smash whatever I want to smash, you feel me? But now I just be thinking like, I don't know, I guess it's like they call it like a midlife crisis where you pretty much be like trying to be on this healthy stuff. But I am going to tell you this, I'm not on a diet, okay? I refuse to say that four-letter word. I'm not on a diet at all. I am just picking healthier choices to eat. So once my mouth is healed up, I'm not getting no skinny girl salad dressing. I ain't doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm still gonna eat. I'm just not gonna overindulge. I'm not gonna be getting seconds on stuff and all of that. And that's what I did before, and I lost a pretty good amount of weight. So that's all I do. I'm gonna just do it, in moderation and include more water and more green leafy vegetables and stuff like that in my diet. Real talk. So yeah, but I'm about to go in here and make these smash burgers for my family. Smash burgers and home fries. I love when they enjoy the food. That really um makes me feel good when they do. This baby good. This baby's oh, okay. 8 years old. 8 years old. You said you got an 8-year old baby. I can't get this. What are you saying, baby? I don't. Let me see. I can't get this baby guy. Baby boy? Is that what you're saying? Baby boy to go away? And my last baby is 8 years old. At 8 years old, though, he ain't no baby. Look, I'm telling you that, but my 16-year-old, I still be calling him nicknames, and he be like, "Ma, don't do that. That's embarrassing." Oh, got you. I got you. I thought you said baby boy. Tania, it's the same thing here, but I don't even want to do like a spoiler alert, but I do plan on something in the not so far future. I am going to let me keep my lips zipped. But let's just put it like this. So, us women, we know that most of the time when we gain weight is pretty much in our gut, thighs, like back fat, stuff like that. And in some of my older videos like last year, I was going to the gym and stuff like that. Now, working out can most definitely get you tight and get you right. However, um there's certain things as far as your gut goes and some fat like in like your back region or your bra, around here, that region. There's certain areas that don't budge. They do not freaking budge. I don't care what nobody say. And I've even heard a doctor say that too. There's just certain areas that I don't know why it's stupid, but I ain't gonna speak too soon. But you guys stay tuned. Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. But I plan on, look, I'm getting up in age, and you know, I need I need a tiny mommy makeover. You feel me? And no, it ain't no BBL or nothing like that. But 18, 13, and 8-year-old is only boy, so he's spoiled. Oh, yes. Girl, I know what you mean. Cause my 16-year-old, I have a 16-year-old boy and a 25-year-old son. And they are most definitely spoiled mama's boys. Most of the time, boys do cling to mama. That's just the way it is. Oh, you have 3 kids? That's what's up. Me too. I do too. My daughter's 27. Yeah, 27, 16, and 25. My 16-year-old is the only one still in the house, and he is still absolutely positively my baby. My dude be like, stop treating that boy like that. Oh, my mouth. And I be like, no, sir, I'm not. That's my baby. Well, bless you and your children, Tania. God bless y'all. Yes. All right. Well, with a couple of us in here, I'm going to close it out and stuff. But I thank you so much for coming, stopping through and showing support. That means a lot. It really does. I thank you so much. And um, to the next time, Swirl Gang, and I'm out. Deuces. Look at my nail. My nail broke.